And welcome back to CPAC 2025, National Harbor, Maryland. We're joined now by Ambassador Carla Sands. Thank you for joining us here, Right Side Broadcasting Network Live. So much going on with the National Security Advisor, Michael Waltz. He was with Secretary of State Marco Rubio recently in Saudi Arabia. All of these talks regarding ending the Russian-Ukrainian conflict, where does it stand right now? And what are some of your thoughts with the new diplomatic relations between the United States and Russia?
Right, and I think that President Trump's special envoy, Mr. Witkoff, Steve Witkoff, was with them as well at the table. And this was the first sit down with Russians for our country officially in 3.5 years. There was never a phone call from Joe Biden to Putin or his government in 3.5 years. And that's no way to run a country. You remember, under President Trump's first administration, he wanted an open line of communication with every world leader, whether they were a friend, an ally, or whether they are an adversary. Just look at, he spoke with Xi and met with Xi, spoke with Putin, and Kim Jong-un, which no U.S. president had ever spoken with him, and actually really had a better relationship with North Korea than any administration in our country's history since North Korea has been a country. So I'm heartened that we're at least beginning the dialogue, right? We've talked to Zelensky for every year on both sides of the aisle. We've had discussions with Zelensky and the other players, but never with Russia. So this is the first sit down to talk about, what's the possible, and it's really just about reestablished diplomatic ties. Literally, we have not had those conversations. So as soon as this has happened, which it just happened this week, now we'll begin to have a dialogue about getting to the idea of peace negotiations. You don't just turn on a light switch. It's a process. And then I'm sure that Zelensky will be part of that dialogue. Our European allies will be part of that dialogue. But I'm excited about this progress.
Oh, it seems to be amazing progress. President Trump being on the phone with President Zelensky and also Putin. It seems as if Zelensky is backing off a bit, and based off the True Social comments from President Trump, that he's somewhat wavering on all this. I mean, you've been in the room where it happens with many negotiations. Where can we gauge it as American citizens where it might stand at this hour?
So I've been in the Situation Room, and this is a really important moment for world peace, because we don't want to have the Third World War. And we want the killing of the young men in the bloom of youth. These are the future of Ukraine, the future of Russia. So the killing has to stop. The future of North Korea, which we hope for a better future for them as well. So we have to stop the bloodshed. President Trump has stated it over and over again. I saw Zelensky has blocked President Trump's Truth Social posts throughout the country of Ukraine. So they do not have free and open press, but we see that in a lot of the Western world. Look at the UK and what they're doing, and throughout the EU, where people are losing their freedom of speech. But I believe that Zelensky doing this stuff, he's trying to save face. He's also made a lot of money on this war, let's just say. He's become a very rich man, and he was a comedian before. And so I think the American taxpayers have had it. I don't think they want to fund this war. Europe has not taken care of their own area, Europe. So I'm excited to see peace come. I'm excited to save money for the American people. I'm excited to see the end of the bloodshed, because President Trump in his first term, he never started a foreign war. He was the first U.S. president in my lifetime that didn't start a war. So I'm very bullish about his ability to bring peace worldwide by leading with peace through strength.
Yes, absolutely. And we see a massive difference between where the Democrat Party is right now. Just last year, in fact, Governor Josh Shapiro of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania happened to sign a bomb with Zelensky while he was at a manufacturing plant, whereas you have Vice President J.D. Vance overseas having a great first international trip, speaking on the ideals of really the libertarian mindset and shaping Western culture to listen to their residents to want to put freedom first. I thought that was really profound. Do you have any analysis of Vice President Vance as he went to Munich to address these issues, but also the AI summit in Paris, France?
Yeah, so first of all, it's a classically liberal idea, the idea of freedom of speech. And Europe used to have many people on the center right that were classical liberals. Well, that is really kind of, I see it going away and becoming a minority now, where the left is so strong in the censorship. You look at the UK, there are more people in jail in the UK for things like Facebook or social media posts than in Russia. And Russia has double the population, and we look at Russia as a totalitarian state, right? So that's an issue. J.D. Vance is saying, wake up Europe, wake up UK. Please be good partners with us, good allies. Bring back free speech. Bring back the classically liberal, and that's more, it's about human flourishing. It's about being able to let your child grow up healthy and not be told they should trans. It's about parents having rights, people being able to speak the truth and not being censored by their government. And I think Donald Trump's election really saved free speech for the world.
Oh, there's no question about that, because we were going down a path of a post-constitutional era with the other side, and now we have
100%.
And now we have a situation where the Constitution, law and order being reestablished and restored. What has been really the highlight for you in roughly 1 month to the day, 4 weeks of this new administration? So many successes, but is there one you can pinpoint for global diplomacy and even for diplomatic success and progress?
Bobby, every day is Christmas. Every day, President Trump is signing some executive orders. Every day, good things are coming out of this White House and his entire team. So I'm really excited.
Well, it's wonderful to have you,
Thanks,
Ambassador
Bobby.
Carla Sands, on Right Side Broadcasting Network Live, someone who's been in the room where it happens, and that's why we wanted to bring to you, the American people, all of this unbridled access to CPAC 2025. We'll be back with you on the other end.